Evening, SRA Nation, and welcome to season number 15. Round number 1, we are back for the summer. We have got one heck of a season coming our way. All eyes will go to the gantry line. Green flag drops and we are racing. That's going to be a very, very good stop.
He's going to edge him.
We've got two generations of Ferraris going side by side.
Goes to the outside. Very late break. The outside.
What is going to happen?
What is happening?
Trying to hold on to it. Free abreast for a square.
Alexis looking racy.
He's gonna hold him tight.
Oh my God.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Hello, SRA Nation, and welcome back from the holidays for round 7 of season 16 for Division 1. I am Stephanie Fisher, joined in the booth with Adam Santana.
Hello, Stephanie. So glad to be back after the holiday. Yeah, super excited for the race we are about to have. Bit bummed Jeff couldn't join us, but he's taken a bit of a trip up to Northern Indiana for the evening. And hopefully he'll be back with us next week. But
Excuses.
I know he keeps coming up with them. At least this is the first good one he's had.
I don't know. I don't know. Shaking my head at him.
Oh, Stephanie's saying it's not a good excuse. Okay.
It's an okay excuse, you know. You know. If it was the only time, I might be happier, but I'm like, come on. That's
well,
so
you know
sad.
what? He's just leaving the fans wanting more, which I think is important in this business.
I guess it is. He better be with us for our final races.
I hope so, because we're going all out.
We are. I'm going to hunt him down. Speaking of which, let's take a quick look at the calendar. These are our final races. We are at Brands Hatch today. In some relatively normal weather.
Normal weather, but the race will be in the dark, and Brands Hatch does not have any lights. I believe quali is going to be at sunset, so that'll be interesting as well, that having to possibly deal with the sun in some corners. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, next week to round out the calendar, we have Misano, which I think will be a super interesting race.
Oh, I love Misano.
Me too. It's a great track.
Yeah, it is.
I
love it.
One of my favorite parts about Misano is up until I think like 20 some years ago, they used to run it reverse.
Oh,
which is
so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about, but it is also primarily a MotoGP track, but it does have GT3 racing pretty much annually, I believe, and then other car racing series. But yeah, it's a great track, so much fun. Tricky corners, some long straights. But no, tonight I think we have a bit of the opposite. We have short straights with tricky corners. So I think it's going to be a pretty weird dichotomy between the two tracks. You know, also Brands Hatch is super narrow. Misano's not the widest track out there, but it's just about anything's going to be wider than Brands Hatch.
Except for Oldham Park.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Brands Hatch, so...
I love this track as well. It's one of the more difficult tracks to overtake on. Again, just because there's really not that long of a straight. Yeah, we can go through a track walk.
Yeah,
let's go for it.
We've got to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this one together. Why not?
Yeah, let's double team
it. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about turn 1. How do you feel about turn 1?
It's deceiving, in my opinion. It seems like you can't carry as much speed through it as you can, but once you start getting the hang of it, you're just like, oh, I can send it so hard through there, but you can't. It's super easy to get out. which then is going to kill you going on the next corner.
Well, it does go downhill in the middle of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, your car gets really light and loses its grip there. And I think that's where we tend to feel like we can send it into the ether, and we end up in the ether because we don't have the grip we feel like we would normally have on that turn. And I think, like, isn't it almost like even banked a little bit? But that like loss of elevation is just, forget it.
It doesn't. It's not fully banked, but it's at least not off camber.
Yeah.
So it's not hurting you when you start losing that, the downforce as you're going down the hill. But no, it's one of those corners where and it's so many corners on this track where I just don't know if I actually get it right until I like watch the replay or I look at the delta and I see like, oh, I gained 0.2 or like, oh, I lost 0.3. It's just one of those corners for me where it's just like, it's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, speaking of tough ones, then we come in at 2, which is a very slow, tight right-hand turn. Really is a hairpin. Great place to overtake.
Great place to overtake, and a lot is going to be decided in that corner. If our drivers are managing to make it 2 wide through 1, they're going to carry that into 2, and they might go 3 wide. But the problem is that exit closes up, and through 3, even going 2 wide is tough. You're not going to make it 3. And even if you're going 2 wide, it's going to matter who's on the inside, because if you're on the outside, you're at their mercy, and there's not runoff at this track. So you're gonna be on grass very quickly if you're not on the track. So that's where the pain is going to start, especially on the first lap, where if you're going to get put off, you're gonna get hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's for me. I love turn 3 when I get it right, but it's so easy to get wrong, which is, you can say, for every corner on this track.
Yeah, you can. Speaking of which, turn 4, another like a super wide hairpin. And so this one, we're starting to now grade uphill, and it's a long left-hand turn, but you don't want to take it too slow. You need to get on the throttle because this is like your longest straight that you're coming into. So you really want to get on throttle early. But if you don't take the turn right and you get on too early, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, you're going to either get the TC to kick in, or you're going to end up on the outside of the track. There is a little bit of a curbing on the outside, but that's really more for getting the ideal throttle, exiting turn 4, which is really close, almost closer to the entrance than the exit. 4, when you get it right, it feels amazing. But when you're not, you feel like a donkey. But it is, you can make up with that. If you have bad entry, you can get a good exit and vice versa. I personally, I'd rather have a bad entry and a good exit through there. This is where I wish Jeff were here, because he would probably have much better insight into the corner. But yeah, this goes into the longest straight on the track, and it's really not even that great of an overtaking opportunity unless the car in front of you has had made a mistake in turn 4, because turn 5, you're not braking that much. In most cars, you're going down 2 gears and you're really not braking all that much, and you're kind of bleeding your speed on the exit. But again, if the car in front of you makes a mistake, that's where you have to make hay. Depending on how they position their car on the inside or the outside, you can take that corner 2 wide. Personally, I would prefer to be on the inside pretty much every time, just because of the nature of the corner after that. But I don't know how you feel about it.
For that corner, yes. Plus, it's a guy going out wide. He's made a mistake. He's probably not getting through that turn as fast as you are. Even if you are on the inside and you're taking it a little slower than you need to, you can exit out wide as long as you get past them in that, and then be pretty good. For 6 is another light. They're out on track, so I guess we can speed our next 2 up. 'Cause 6 and 7 to me are like
Ugh,
You just yeet it around the
nightmares.
corner and hope the hell you got it right.
Yeah, and honestly, 6, 7, and 8 are kind of all the same for me, where you have to try and maximize your speed, but you can't cut too much because you're going to track cut, and you can't take too much on the exit because you're going to track cut, or you're going to touch the grass on the entrance of the exit, and you're going to spin. And that's all 3 of those corners.
Yeah, but I think 7 is the most notorious for the exit grass. Also hitting the wall as you come in, like oversteering on the exit and then coming into the wall. 8, I think 8 is actually a really okay place for a move. I see it there a lot. It is a hard turn. If you're on the inside too hard and there's like a curb or something, I think there's a curb or something in there. If you hit the inside, it's going to throw your car out. But on the exit, if you hit the curb too wide, you're going to touch the grass, and that's going to be a hard time. And coming into that turn on the right, the curb does something weird, and if you hit it wrong, you're also going to go flying. So I think 8 might be the most deceiving turn on the track.
I think I would agree with that, actually. It's a killer. You brake too much, you cut too much on the inside, or you take too much speed through the corner and you clip the outside curb or the grass. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
It is. And then I'll let you run us through the last turn. They are out there doing their qualifying and
turn 9, last one. It is probably the most important corner on the track, I think. Again, you probably most cars from 5 to 3 or 5 to 2, depending on the gearing. But again, you're got to be patient on the throttle and get it right, because you're not going to be in too much danger in 1 for the most part. But it could put you in danger in 2 if someone can get side by side with you. So yeah, it's very important. Only 9 corners, but they're 9 of the trickiest corners on the calendar.
I agree. Now let's see, the Silvas are out there getting some qualifying down. We have our initial laps are in, and Krolikowski is currently leading us with a 123.492 with Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Now, I'm sure he's been in the races, but it's not a name that has popped up too often. He's in a current P2 position here with 1/10 off, give or take a little bit. I'm not mathing tonight.
I can do my best to help you with that. Anthony, he's he's been around for at least a few seasons. I believe he was in D2 last season, but yeah, he's a quick fella. But no, I don't think he's been, one of our silver drivers that's been fighting around, but hey, maybe he'll turn that around tonight.
Might be. I'm wondering if this is his track. We'll see.
Could be. This is typically a good McLaren track. The mid-engine cars here in general tend to go pretty well. It kind of depends. It really depends on the BOP. But yeah, typically the heavier front engine cars usually aren't as good around here just because they're not as nimble. But the BOP obviously changes things. Brings the cars back around a little bit.
And Arc just comes through and blows everyone out of the water. Look at this man.
By 4/10. He said, I'm coming back for it tonight. He wants redemption. If you weren't with us 2 weeks ago, Arc unfortunately had a disconnect on the last lap of the race, which cost him the silver win, which also would have been like a top 6, I think he was 6th overall. So a huge disadvantage to his championship for the silver championship. That was a huge bummer, and that was something that we didn't even catch it until post race, which was just kind of how sudden it happened.
It was. It was just. It was heartbreaking, really. He had such a fantastic race and was doing so well. And it really was like, it wasn't just the last lap. It was literally midway through the final sector, like right before the finish line, and he just disappeared.
Yeah, and here's someone we haven't seen in a few weeks. Brooker Quigg, P2.
Yeah, I saw that name. Hold on. Where did that man come from?
And Arc just went faster with a 22.7.
Wow. So, Art keeps this up. He's gonna find himself in the gold division next season.
Yeah, he keeps driving like this. It's not even going to be a question.
No, good for him though. That'd be awesome. Joel Moffitt jumps up to the P2.
Less than a 10th.
Yeah.
Colin Dunham up to P3 with a 22.9.
I should find somebody who is starting the lap.
We have the exact same. Oh no, we both went to him, but he's finishing. The person I went to is also finishing.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, they got time yet. Okay, he can finish his lap then. We can see what it looks like. Oh wait, I have the wrong sector. Why did I? Mr. Robinson, you are gonna show us what a lap looks like here.
Let's go.
Whee! It's like a roller coaster going down turn one.
It really is. And I would say even, most of the third sectors, yeah, here we are through the hairpin. He's kept pretty decently tight, took all the exit there. And then here on the inside, not too much. Taking everything he can on the outside. And then this corner here, yeah, here he keeps it pretty tight.
Seems like
Carries
a
some
decent
good
exit,
momentum.
but is losing a little bit of time. It's about the same from his other one, give or take a little.
Yeah, and then here on the inside, there's not anything there on the outside. It's just grass just beyond the curb. And then here, the blind uphander. Blind right-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Mustang, it doesn't seem the best around here at the moment. And I think when I was looking at the Hot Lap leaderboards, outside of Denarte, the Fords weren't looking super strong this week.
It gains a little bit of time on that, but that is the idea of what it looks like from the cockpit of one of these cars as you're flying through. The Lakshmi takes a little bit of grass, but it's still good.
Oh,
That was not good.
I think he lit the rears up, and I think he actually, or was he trying to go in the pit? No, he was up on time. He wasn't trying to go in the pits. But yeah, it looked like he spun and tagged the inside wall, and then that spun him back around. That was a weird one.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But turn one, that turn can do some weird stuff to you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like the camera angle, the way it went out, you just really couldn't see as their golds are now on their way out. Although they're all in the pit. They should. Are they pro?
They're
okay, there
moving
they go.
now.
Phew.
Nope, they're going out very quickly now.
Diego said Arjun thought he was still driving an LMP2. It might be true.
Yeah, Moffat is still on track, but not gaining. So I'll assume he's just going, yep, he is in the pit lane. So yeah, here go our gold drivers on their outlap. Yeah, so while they're warming their tires and warming their cars up. On the hot lap leaderboard, at least in the actual car they drive, Gomer Wilson was our number one. Ryan Yee had the number 2 time on the board, but it wasn't in the car that he's racing. After that, we had Andrew Rados, so we'll call that P2, and then Thiago Denarte P3, and then Art, our silver driver, who at the moment has provisional pole. So Art could be hanging around, so he put in a 22.5 here in qualifying, and that's exactly what he did on the hot lap leaderboard. He was a slightly slower here, just by thousandths. So if that holds, he could again be starting up in the top 10. So that'll be what we'll have to keep an eye on. I mean, Moffitt as well, and P2 did a 22.7. That's going to be a time that potentially would be competitive as well. Just looking at the leaderboard, that's around just outside of the top 10. So yeah, Arc might not be our only silver driver fighting with the big boys tonight.
Well, we had Diego throw some shade for Mr. Sir. Wonder if he's going to end up in the wall this time around also. I'm going to tell him you said that.
I mean, Diego, I think technically there's still time for you to get into the server.
We want to see what you can do. Come on. Join us. It's fun.
Rado's up into P10 with his banker. Flomger, 18th, Laz, 19th, not too much. Mr. Sir up right behind Rados into P11.
So he said he jinxed him last round and he felt really bad, but it sounds like he's trying to jinx him the second time around.
So he's trying to do it 2 weeks in a row, but he feels bad about it.
But you feel bad about it, huh? Wait.
Yeah, not too much going on the banker laps, but that's not really surprising considering how short this lap is.
Ryan Yee up to P3 on his banker.
That's big. He's gonna need it for the championship to alleviate that DNF he had. Well, not to alleviate necessarily, but to make sure that it doesn't harm him.
Yes, because he did have a very, very bad race. Was it last one with the wet? Or
you know what? I think it was, but it might have been 2 races ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Last time out, we were at Suzuka. Yeah. Yeah,
right.
where he just had bad luck. Yes. Yeah. So right now and we haven't gone through it, and I think we'll grab it. I think we'll grab the standings. But he still is sitting P1 overall, but it's basically given him little to no margin for error at this point. So yeah, Rado's up to 3rd, but Ryan Yee should be.
It's close. They're both
coming around the corner.
Yeah. But they both have a similar delta. So he has it on P2, but Rado's just what's that called? Red. I have every word in the book that means it doesn't count anymore except the word that I need. Dornelis takes P3 for now. But yep, Arcs.
He invalidated his lap.
That's the word. I was like, illegitimized? No, that's not it.
I mean, that is right.
I mean,
it's not the word most people would use, but it is right.
I know, right? Oh, brain. So dysfunctional. Denarte here, a little over 3/10 up. If he can hold it, that will bring him into the top 5. Yes, thou hast illegitimized thy laugh. That's kind of what my brain is going. Oh, Diego, it happens to me all the time. It's not just occasionally.
Mercer up into P3.
Look at that.
Yi was up a couple tenths on the pole time, but he lost it somewhere.
You know, I
Very
might just have to take a ride with Mr. Yi after we figure out where Diego
Denarte to the
takes
top.
P1, 122. Ooh, look at that. Okay, Mr. Yi. Now, Dornelis is a 10th up. If he holds that, he's actually gaining quite a bit. He will take. Oh, he could take pole if he holds his 2 pin, which I don't know. It's like you're talking about these tiny increments of time. It's amazing.
And it's so crunched down on a track like this that's so short. So a 10th here, is 3/4 half a second at another track. Because you only have 9 corners to make up and lose time. So they all mean more. And they're all just going to be less in general.
Mercer go up to P2.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Yi to
Ryan
P1 by 17 thousandths. We're less than a 10th P1 to P4.
Dornelis
to the
takes it
top
away.
by 3 thousandths. Wow. That's insane.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my goodness.
That is crazy.
And Rados is tracking. Okay, you have him on the main. And Dan Cran's up to P6. This is going to be a fight. We're a quarter of a second from P1 to P8 right now.
Wow. Rados takes P4.
Oh, by 25 thousandths. We're less than a 10th P1 to P6 right now. This is incredible. Who's green? S4C is green. I'll grab him, but he's towards the end of the lap.
Now,
But this is going to be positions.
Yeah, I mean, Rados just taking a few thousandths off his time will give him position.
Absolutely.
He doesn't even.
Escorcia up to 8th.
Right.
So now we're a quarter of a second is the top 10 right now.
Yep.
This is incredible.
Ryan Yi is up a bit on his time. Rados is up on his time. For now. Dornelis and Denarte both in the pit. They're done.
I'll grab John Laz in the pip. He's a couple tenths up, 2.5 tenths up, 3 tenths up, but he was only just under 4 tenths. He's going to move up into the top. He might take pole.
Maybe.
He was tracking over pole, but now he's dropped back down, but he's tracking. It's just bleeding away. P7.
Nice. That top 10. That's a nice spot.
Wow. I mean, he's just over a 10th back of provisional pole.
Rados trying to cling to whatever time he can get.
Yi has a yellow, and he is returning to the pits. O'Brien 11th. I'll hop on with him. He's marginal. Anton. Let's hop on the Anton. Oh, Anton just shot up to P9 from, I think, P13. So that's a good jump. Position-wise, but time-wise, it wasn't even a 10th.
Rados and O'Brien are the only ones out there. Rados currently is just matching his time.
He doesn't need much, so he just Just has to stay out and
Just
hope.
Made a mistake on that turn. So unless
But
he's got,
I mean, he can make a 10th up here, and that's all he needs.
but he's not.
But probably
doing
not
it.
yet. No,
Yeah.
not with those tires are done. I think in the
Yeah,
pits. Oh my goodness! Woo.
Ooh.
Yeah, Renato Dornelis, pole position by 3 thousandths of a second to Ryan Yee, who has 17 thousandths of a second to Denarte, who has, or 17 thousandths of a second to Denarte, who has 5 thousandths of a second to Rados, who has 18 thousandths of a second to Mercer, who has 22 thousandths of a second to Arct.
It's just crazy. And you thankfully, in all this craziness, you reminded me that we didn't look at the season standings, which like the second to last week is kind of important.
Yeah. Let's do these
this.
quick and then
Yeah.
take our break. But yeah, Ryan Yee P1 right now only by 2 points to Andrew Rados. This is huge for the championship. They're starting P2 and P4. Renato Dornelis is P3, only 27 points back, starting on pole. Denarte in P4. He will be going off. Oh no, where did Tiago? Oh, he's in P3. Oh, so our top four are all starting in the top four. Incredible. That's what we want to see. Anton qualified P9, so he's not too far out. He get into that fight. Mercer P6 in the championship, P5 tonight. Omar Escorcia is in 7th, followed by Gomer Wilson, Marecki, and Dan Cran. And then our silver championship, Arct is still in P1, but Fire Queso picked up a lot of points last week and is only 11 points behind. So that'll be so. I don't think I clocked Fire Queso's name tonight, so that's big for the silver championship.
That is crazy. Quick team standings. We've got looks like Omar Escorcia and Anton Rusevich, even though they're both, I think, in the top 10 for the gold standings, but they are a pretty nice gap there for the team division. 150 points behind is Dan Cran and Gomer Wilson. And behind them, yet we have Vacuum Racing with Renato Dornelis and Wilson Fernandez. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the big race.
A huge thank you to our SRA sponsors and title sponsors for supporting us here at SRA, as well as support from Documise, a modern business solution for product management. Go to documise.com to learn more today. And support from Retro Saga, a North American-based gaming company that provides accessories for your favourite classic systems, including Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, and much more. Enhance your retro gaming experience today at retrosaga.ca. And a big thank you to our affiliates, Track Racer. Experience redefined gaming with Track Racer's high-quality sim rigs and accessories. Use code SRATE at checkout to support us. Armamentario, a toolbox for ACC that will enhance your chance to win. Enjoy a fully customizable and enhanced HUD to change the way you experience ACC. AT3D Sim Shop. Upgrade your sim racing experience today with premium 3D printed accessories featuring precision crafted magnetic shifters, sleek cable management solutions, versatile stream deck mounts, and immersive dashboard displays. Their innovative designs enhance performance and style, elevate every lap with top-tier quality and craftsmanship at at3d.net. Go Setups, premium esports setups for everybody. Use our affiliate link on our Discord and take your drive to the next level. Castle and Cauldron, a home-based crafting business specializing in handmade Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, and Fairy World collectibles. Magic wands, potions, mini dioramas, wall decor, costumery, cosplay, and much more. Castle and Cauldron is where crafting meets the magical. Visit facebook.com/Castle Cauldron. And from KP Concepts, your source for custom automotive renderings, graphic design, and printing. We spend countless hours making you look all good for the spectacle. Check out kpconcepts.com for more.
All right, guys, they are in their formation lap, and you can see just how dark it is.
Yeah, for those that aren't aware, there are no lights at Brands Hatch. Lights in the pit lane, but other than that, nothing. So our drivers are using their headlights, and that's it tonight. They are gridding up as we're heading into T9 at the front of the field. This is going to be very, very big for the championship with our 4 championship contenders, or top 4 championship contenders, all starting the top 4. Ryan Yee is way up in his box on Renato. Wow. Green, green, green.
Off they go.
Pretty even start out front. Yeah, Dornelis takes the opportunity to take the outside line. Clean at the front and the mid. I think we might need to bump some gamma up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after you, after we get this first lap out of the way here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's wait. I was just looking at that pip and I was like, that looks so dark.
It is so dark. So yeah, once we get our pip straightened out, I will try to turn up the exposure for you guys in the
Yeah, not a lot of... Looked like Anton got Dan there for P8. Kelvin and Jacob Hall there in the midfield, hopped around positions, but other than that, I'm not seeing too much going on. We are still very tight. Max Simmons passed Kurt LeMay back for 26th and 27th. As they're steaming down the main straight now.
I'll give you a few clicks of it.
Dan Cran, Omar Scorsia swapping positions. Let's grab that in the pit real quick. Ooh, through the last corner.
Yeah, they actually behaving pretty well. The only place change in tight racing we see is back in midfield, P16, 17, and then 18, 19, and actually back. That's kind of causing a bit of a clog up there as they're taking some side by side.
That looks better. Yeah, give it a little, just a little bit more light out there. Yeah, Mr. Sir by Danny Durance. I'll grab that in the pip as well for P13.
I think we'll be doing a lot more onboard cameras today. Whoa, look at this. Ryan Yee right on the tail feathers of Dornelis. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. Yeah, the helicam is super not helpful around here. It's really... I don't think it's going to get some use today, even though we're going to probably be tightly packed up for most of the race.
Yeah, we are. Look at that.
Yeah, John Lazen P6 has fallen off of the back of Rados. I don't know if that was 6/10 off Rados on the last lap, which was the only lap. No, we have 2 laps still in the. Oh, they're still fighting it out hard. And Escorcia will need that, to help out with the team championship.
Yes, He will. He will. Hop down to Timothy Flanger and Jeremy Hall. Jeremy Hall, right? I got that right, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Wait.
Just checking. Rather than like go
Now
back
I'm
here,
doubting-
now they
now
spread
I'm
out.
doubting myself. It's Jacob Ball, not Jeremy. Jacob.
Okay, Jacob. See, you doubted yourself correctly. Ooh, Anton
Yeah.
is in the pits.
Oh no! Oh,
Interesting.
not honestly, not the worst idea.
No. Well, I mean, the track
It's-
temp is like nice and mild.
Yeah, I mean, the tire wear around here, it does get bad, but it's so hard to overtake that even a huge tire offset, it's not going to guarantee overtake. So a big undercut, in his position, it's worth the risk. At least in my opinion. And Mr. Wilson also took that opportunity to pit.
Interesting. Diego says it's the Diego special, and he's feeling rather honored at the moment.
I mean, it is the Diego special, as we're reminded of every week when someone pits early. At this point, we just need a graphic for it. As soon as the first person pits, we just need to have a graphic for it, just to undercut him.
That's something for Jess and Al to work out. A little graphic we can flash across the screen.
that would be very funny if we had that.
Art and Laz now getting close.
Yeah, Laz has really fallen off. Maybe just the 4/10 off Rados on that lap. I mean, that's not the worst, but if you're in that train behind, you're just saying, please go faster. Please, please, please go faster. Please, for the love of God, go faster. Ooh, as I just cut on the pip, Gomer Wilson and Joel Moffitt fighting it through the hairpin, but Joel Moffitt holds on. But Gomer Wilson has the inside through. Oh, with the wiggle. And I think that's going to cost him position to Kelvin Lau, and it does.
Lau was right
Kelvin
there to
wound
just
him up.
take advantage of that.
And that was just it was a pretty big wiggle out of 3, but I mean, yeah, he went from maybe getting position to losing one. And that's the kind of pack racing you get.
Ooh, this is our top 3 in such a battle. Going here.
I'm gonna imagine that Dornelis must got checked up there because Ryan Yee got passed by Denarte. And then Denarte almost passed Dornelis.
And Cran is on a yellow flag, and Durant's yellowed for a bit, so Dan Cran looks like he got.
Oh, he's going
having a
way
very
down.
bad
I'll grab
day.
that.
It's really spicy, Diego. So Dornelis is Denarte gets past Ryan Yee in that. Jeremy Mercer's holding P4 and Rados is P5.
Yeah, so we have Dan Cran here. Oh, he caught the grass on the outside. 7, I think it was.
He got hit again. And again. And again.
Oh no! Oh, guys, that's why there's yellow flags. You gotta slow down.
Yeah,
Slow down. That's why we have them.
That's why we
Man, okay. I am going to. I'm going to check times before I do this, but I want to see what happened. Arced, Durance, Krolikowski. I think Durance and Krolikowski maybe were cars that tagged Dan Cran. But
Yeah.
Arced, that seems to be. And he's in and out. Arced was stopped for 32 seconds. So yes, that was a planned stop. And same with so him and Anton had planned stops. So Durance, Krolikowski, they're fixing damage. Cran as well. Don't know if any or all of them will stay in the race. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, I am going to hop into the replay because I want to see what happened for Denarte to hop up 2 positions.
Gomer on the inside here of Calvin Lau. Let's see if he can make that stick and work for him. Pushing. Ooh. Gomer goes out really wide. Loses a spot to Jacob Paul. Got it right this time.
Oh, Dornelis went out wide at 4. Put Yi off, and then Denarte slid through on the inside, almost got both of them. Wow. I would not say Denarte had an unsafe rejoin, but if I'm Ryan Yi, it would be a very, very annoying rejoin.
Yeah. Denarte or Dornelis?
Dornelis, sorry. Dornelis
Okay.
with the Dornelis with the rejoin, but
Rejoin,
Denarte
okay.
slid through.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood that because I was watching the current racing, but I wanted to hear what happened and understand. Kurt LeMay, Dan Cran is still sitting in the pit. I mean, it'd be a massive kudos to him if he decides to go back out there and keep racing, but I would not be shocked if he hangs up his hat on that.
Yeah, but the good news, for Ryan, he's obviously not out of it by any means. Still in P3, and obviously with these, this top 4, they're just nose to tail, and and Rados, he's still right there as well. So, any of this top 5, I think, could probably still win this race without anything weird happening.
Yeah. Yeah, the front pack is just, it is crazy. The fact that they are, this far in and they're still sticking together. Gomer Wilson popping into the pits. That's just nuts. I kind of imagine Ryan Yi as one of those little sharks in the water. Just swimming along back there behind Denardi, wanting that spot back.
No, and that's when you want it back more is when, if you lose position to someone, you're just like, yeah, I lost it, but you could easily say he lost that through no fault of his own. So especially there, it's like, I gotta get that back now.
Yeah.
That's mine. I didn't lose it. That was stolen.
Exactly. It's somebody did mess up and he lost it trying to do the right thing. So
Mark Robeson with a yellow.
Uh-oh. What is that?
It's like he had a move on the inside with someone ahead. Oh, and he had a half spin and he caught it. Wow. I thought he was going to lose it after that. Good. That's a really great save.
These battles are hard to catch. They really do get quite close and then they spread out very fast.
Yeah, it's happening very quickly. John Archie into the pits.
We're going to take a bonnet cam here on Mr. Mercer's car for a bit. Mercer is in P4, looking at the tail end of Ryan Yi. So you can see Denarte and Dornalis ahead of him. This gives us a little bit of light. Yeah, Dornelles really can't make another mistake. Denarte is right there on his tail, just waiting.
Yeah, it's. I think maybe the most surprising part of that is that Dornelles had enough space to Yi behind to make that mistake and not lose the position to him right away. But yeah, just from looking that clip really quick when I hopped into the replay, it was, excuse me, Dornelles, it was probably at least a second gap to Yi that he had behind. So I don't know if Ryan was just trying not to be behind him super close, but that doesn't feel like what he would want. So maybe Dornelles was starting to gap them a little bit, and just that mistake in touching the grasses maybe hurt his tires a little bit. But again, you don't have to push 10 tenths here to stay out in front. Really, it's staying clean.
No, and I'm guessing that when Dornelles touched out, that Ryan, just to not end up in a position where he could compromise his own race, especially at such an early point, you don't want to take a chance and risk it. So probably
for
playing
sure.
it safe. Denarte was like, I'll take it then.
Yeah, well, it was kind of the gap before that even happened, but yeah, even then, I mean, Ryan, he probably could have maybe tried to take evading action, but I think he lifted and or broke. When he saw Renato go off. So, I mean, obviously, again, probably a situation, or possibly in the back of his mind where he's thinking, I have to finish this race, and finishing P3 is better than not finishing.
Absolutely.
Especially because he still has Reyes behind, even though he doesn't have a huge luxury gap to the other guys behind, but he has a much healthier gap than he has to Reyes. So really, at this point, what matters is staying alive this far, and then I would say he's gonna try to make hay in the pits. But the problem is with these 4 guys, 5 guys, including Reyes, because he's really still not off the back of this fight that far. Realistically, any of them could over or undercut the others. It could be traffic dependent, it could just be luck dependent, but yeah, this is going to be... Oh, Kelvin. I feel like however much curb he took, it was like not even a third of it was curb. It was mostly grass.
Oh, Ryan Yi in the pits now.
Okay, there we go. That's big.
And Dornelles getting a lot of pressure out of Denarte, especially coming into, I guess that was turn... Was it turn? Yeah, it was turn 1 they just went through.
Turn 2 right now, yep.
Yeah, so coming into turn 1, coming out, Thiago was really close to Dornelles, putting a lot of pressure on him. It'll be interesting to see where... Because I see that gap come in real tight and then spread out and tight and spread out. So I want to see if it's a pattern on certain turns. I'm not sure.
I'm guessing it's... Well, even with the power disadvantage, the Ford probably isn't powering too much on the straights, but yeah, he did gain. If anything, he lost a tenth on that straight.
Yeah, I think
so
Denarte got a bad exit.
If I had to guess, the Ford is maybe super stable in the 3rd sector, and it's able to take more of that curbing, and even use more of the extra. Yeah, because he's down to 3 tenths now. So yeah, I think it's those sector 3 corners where that Ford is really making up time on the McLaren, which is they swapped.
Oh, shoot. Wait, no.
Oh, okay.
Dornelles is in the pit.
He's responding to Yi. Okay.
Yeah.
I will grab Ryan Yi on the pip. He has come out in front of all of our cars that have pitted easily. He is... Oh, I can't tell what corner this is. Let's go to a different camera. That's not helpful either.
Missing anybody else here?
Okay, he is through Then he's coming through 8.
Down and
He
Dornelis
is
coming out
Rainy
now.
is in 9. I think Dornelis is gonna have him. He's at the exit now. Oh boy, it's gonna be close. Rainy has him. Rainy passed him.
Oh.
I think. Or did I get? Nope.
Yeah, I see Yi.
Yep, I'm right. He's way in front of him.
Arced
Yeah.
in front of between them.
Wow. Ryan could. He could not have played that better. That is unbelievable. That's incredible. Now I guess the problem, what now we have to keep an eye on is Denarte has free air now. So what kind of lap times is he gonna have?
I don't know. He does not have the
As-
purple.
Mercer pitted as well. So everyone in the top 4, or in the top 4 before we started having drivers pit, except for Denarte, have taken their pit. So now let's see where Mercer comes out in relation.
Right now, Anton actually has the purple lap. 123.
That makes sense. I guess I would maybe expect. Well, I would maybe say Ryan will maybe put a purple lap in this lap. You know, just maybe. But I mean, yeah, Anton with a purple lap. That's not a surprise. Yep, Ryan the fastest lap, 23.0.
I'm guessing DC Storm Games might be Dan.
That is Dan. That's Daniel
Dan's
Craniel.
Dan. Sorry, Dan. That was. We were all crying for you.
Yeah,
That was
he got smashed. Like, it was brutal.
multiple times. It was absolutely awful, and we are so sorry for
Denarte is in the pits as Scorsia takes the lead. Laz in the pits, Marecki in the pits, O'Brien in the pits, Mr. Sir in the pits.
you. Everybody.
Oh my, we're almost we're 22 minutes into this sucker. I didn't even realize. Okay, we're just cruising. So we were talking before we started, and Stephanie was wondering if the D1 drivers could possibly finish the racing quicker than an hour.
They're
I was
trying.
questionable. I was questionable on if they could, but the way we're going, we just might.
Maybe we will.
We
Only
just
because, due to factors beyond my control, i.e., snow and the neighbors like spotlights in their backyard, I did not sleep much last night. Not that I don't love you guys, just operating on less battery than I planned on.
There goes Ryan Yee.
Yee!
There goes Art.
Yep. And Denarte is behind them.
Oh no! No! Oh, not Art. Anyone but Art.
Oh, no. Look at that.
Oh,
Did he do that, or did somebody do that?
Denarte tagged him just barely in there. He wanted to go for a move and then didn't, and then just bonked him a little.
Oh, that should be extra bonus bad points.
We'll have to let's lobby the admins for those. That sucks. He recovered okay, but obviously that's going to cost him a lot of positions. That does put Brooker Quigg into the lead of the race.
It does. Except, let's see, where is Brooker and what is he doing?
His best lap was a 23.9, lasted a 24.1, so pretty good pace in the Nissan.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be bothering the top guys at all because he has a 34-second gap to Ryan Yee. And I don't recall what Brands Hatch the Delta is.
Like somebody mentioned
let's
it in the chat, but
Yeah. Let's see. Quickest time in pits of our drivers has been 54 seconds. Yeah, that's been our fastest. So that seems like the ideal total pit stop time. So let's see for Brooker, 54 down.
And next week,
Who's in
I'm
the
gonna
top 20
burn
easy?
extra incense for poor Art. This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no, send vibes for sure. Oh,
Ryan
no.
Yee takes the purple lap, 123.065.
Yeah, it's and his last lap was barely off of that, so he's flying. 23.1 right there, right after. So 3 laps in a row in the low 23s. I think he might be Anton at 23.2 best, but last at 23.6, but he's in traffic. So yeah, honestly, at this point, the key is free air. And Ryan has a lot of that. He has 6 seconds to the car in front, which I would imagine will pit by the time Ryan gets there. Yeah, this is his race right now. It's absolutely his.
It is, and it was just really good strategy on his part. It was really quite amazing.
I'm gonna be honest. I think he. Obviously, there was a huge gap for him to come out into. I think maybe the other drivers in the top 4 didn't expect anyone else in the top 4 to pull the pin that quick. But on a track like this, like we talked about when Anton pitted 2 laps into the race, it's so hard to pass around here that tire dig doesn't matter that much. So I feel like they all should have been pretty wary of one of the others making a really early move to pit. But Ryan did it, and then I believe it was Dornelis or Donarte answered right away. It was it was Dornelis answered right away.
Yeah.
Mercer pitted lapped after that, and then Donarte pitted after that.
Oh, wait.
So Donarte, with his better pace than the others, took advantage of that and hopped Mercer and Dornelis. But obviously, didn't have enough for Ryan, and right now he doesn't have enough for Ryan either. So yeah, Ryan, another fast lap of the race, 3:022. Nope, he's keyed in right now.
He is, which is different from the first few laps where he, did kind of tucked in there, but now he's. I'll give him the shark.
Yeah,
He'll get the shark fin today.
Yeah, I'll be curious when we talk to him after the race to see if that was always the plan to pit early. Probably not if he was put it on pole and was P1 out of the first lap. Probably not, I would imagine, but his strategy was obviously incredible, at least for the moment. We do still have 32 and a half minutes left, so it's maybe might not work out, but
I don't know.
I have a
He's
feeling
got
it probably
4
will.
seconds on Donarte right now. 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's and Donarte just did his fast lap of the race, which was still almost a tenth slower than Ryan on the last lap of the race. So yeah, Ryan is really in control of this one right now.
Ooh. So I guess it's Calvin was trying to let Jacob Hall know he was going to pit. And when he went to release his turn, he turned off the pit limiter. Got himself a stop go 30. So we're now down to 33 drivers.
Well, Kelvin, that teaches you something. Don't use your turn signals.
Nice
Because if you're... drive the BMW next season, you just don't even have the option to use them. So, I don't know. Do that maybe. Just a tip.
You know, when I was driving, I always wish that the setups had like you have in your car, like a real freaking turn signal switch that made a sound. Any idea how many times I turned it on and just didn't even realize it was there?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. I didn't, because there's no tactile, like, there's no audio, like, click, 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 like your turn signal's on. It drives me nuts. Take a look in the back of the pack. McWeezerson here, looking up the back end of Mr. Carpenter. Maybe he'll make a move.
Yeah, I do know Austin. I can't remember if it was an SRA or another Discord we both in, where he was like, "Oh, there's a race today," so I don't believe he's had the optimal amount of practice for the week. But all things considered, not having too bad of a race.
No. Rados dropped back. Looks like 2 spots.
Oh man, yeah, I'll grab that.
10. Yeah. Interesting to see what.
We'll go back 30, but we'll probably take a little bit to see what happened. I have a feeling what's going to happen.
Yep.
Oh, whoa!
That
was a Honda moment.
But I mean, the fact that he kept going in the right direction, that's pretty. I give him a lot of credit there.
See, I thought the car was going to go in the opposite direction that it went, so I was waiting for it to just go the other way, and it did not.
So good driving,
No,
awesome job.
Again, I mean, that's huge for the championship. Like, that keeps him. Losing 2 positions is better if he stuffs it in the wall. That's race over. So he's keeping himself alive. That's the most important part.
Weezerson and Carpenter here in a little hot battle, and Weezerson eats that out.
Yeah, nicely done.
Carpenter is.
Yeah, again,
you
this
want a
is.
close up of this car? Hold on, let me find the right.
Of
There
the
you go.
Ferrari?
Is it this one? Yeah, you do. He spied anime, and Diego eyes. He did. There is a little anime girl on the backside there, so that's probably the best I can do without F7ing and doing weird camera angles.
Yeah, well, take your screenshot, Diego, and move on. Just kidding. No, that's a great
Know
livery.
who
I
that
love it.
is, Diego? You will have to ask Mr. McWeezerson.
Yeah, start a dialogue.
Yeah, make friends.
Make a friend.
That's coming.
Okay,
from me.
Mom. Okay, Mom.
No, my, I don't say that to my kids because they're gonna look at me. He's like, "Yeah, what's your excuse?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I like horses better."
Like, I've had enough years on this earth that I don't need any more friends. I have enough.
Exactly. It's fine. I'm done. Friends? Oh, no, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we've really settled down from those early 2 gigantic packs we had. And it's really, we have Rados down to Mr. Sir in a pack, Anton Lazis Garcia in a little bit of a pack. Other than that, we're pretty spread out at the moment. So yeah, very. I think I'll hop back on with this Rich Lazis Garcia battle.
Yeah, Diego, I did just noted out that the quality is not as good as it normally is. I really don't know what the deal is. You know, 2 weeks away and things just
Looks good
decide
to
they're
me.
gonna not work. Yeah, he was saying that it wasn't as good as it normally is.
Well, honestly, that's probably a Discord issue. Discord is terrible.
But
Discord is or not Discord, Twitch.
Twitch.
Twitch is the worst. Yeah, no, the Twitch app is terrible on some things. Like, I'll watch Twitch on one thing and then put it on another, and it just looks completely different. For a company that's the biggest, like, streaming company in the world, they have terrible infrastructure. Yeah, you hear me, Twitch. I'm talking about you. Shut us down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. It's wacky. Yeah.
See, Jess is on my side.
Yeah. I don't know if they have the. They're doing the whole listening to the everything, trying to tease out negative publicity. I don't care. Geez.
Oh, I doubt
They're
that.
like,
They probably love it.
y'all are using
They
our stuff.
probably
What
love
else?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
Any talk is good talk.
Bingo.
Ooh. Peter O'Brien may be up here. Looking to take a bite out of Eric. Maybe. Yeah, it's hard. Got Queso down there on Dunham.
Queso is here. Okay.
He is. He is.
Good.
Queso's here. Not very many people listen to the people anymore. It's really annoying.
Yeah, no, I just remember when we were talking earlier, I had said that I hadn't seen Queso's name, so maybe he had a qualifying penalty that I didn't check before the race. But no, glad to see him with us.
He was out on qualifying. I think he just doesn't like
Oh.
this track.
No, I just didn't see his name then. Well, then that's a me problem and not an anyone else problem.
Maybe he just had too much turkey. He didn't practice.
Oh my goodness.
All
Could
right,
you imagine all that turkey and just like putting some queso on it? Oh, that's a great idea.
All right, I have some mathing for you to math. Because I can't.
Okay, let me know.
All right. Iris wants to know what happens if Anton and Omar finish P5 and P6 and Golmar finishes P13. I'm guessing she's asking about the team standings, but that would depend on...
I assume that would, if she's asking that would put them in a tie. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm guessing if that's not published somewhere, the admins probably have contingencies for that. I'm not aware of what those are.
Diego, I do not have turkey from Thanksgiving left.
No, me either.
Sadly. Or I would not have had to cook that damn thing today.
No, honestly, I wish I did, because I'm at the point in my life where I'll use it for everything. Like, if I leave Thanksgiving with a turkey, with any turkey, I'll use it for tacos. I'll cut it up into small pieces, use it for spaghetti. I don't care. I'll use it for everything.
Well, I should go out now into the store then, because they have the leftover ones on sale super cheap.
I do need groceries.
Just saying, you know. Yeah, for protein for a meat source, it's really cheap right now.
Honestly, I think turkey gets a bad rap. And I think it's mostly because a lot of people cook a really bad turkey.
Yep.
Like, you can't just chuck it in the oven and let it go.
No, you gotta give it some love.
Yeah. The best turkeys I've had were fried, but a smoked turkey is also really good.
Yeah.
But like, even just a baked turkey is totally fine. You just gotta treat it right.
Yep. Gotta treat it right, and then it's so even the white meat can be nice. You just gotta do it right.
And even then, even if it's white meat, if it doesn't have any juice, slather gravy on it. That's what it's there for. That's why we have it.
See, I like my gravy on the mashed potatoes. I do like it on the turkey too, but I want it on the mashed potatoes.
Oh, totally. All right. No, nothing going anymore at the top.
Escorcia and Laz, though, they are having a heated battle going around this turn.
Yeah, that's
cameraman.
a great
what are you doing?
Fight. And
look at
Rados, I mean,
Rados
Rados
back
is
there.
right there.
All right.
Oh, keep it clean.
Ooh,
Come on,
coming
boys.
into this one. Oh, it's so tight.
Oh, that was nicely done. Nice move. Well done, Omar.
Garcia comes out on top. That was exciting.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about this track is you can potentially set up an overtake like that 2 corners beforehand, but it's so tough. It happens so rarely, but when it happens like that, that was beautiful.
I mean, I guess it's just this track needs patience.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, when you have a field like this, and with most of our divisions as well, when people are so close on pace, it's so tough. But no, that was great.
Okay,
But no, we got a nice big old pack from Anton back to Mr. Sir, P6 to P13.
yes, we do. Oh man,
Yeah.
you're making me hungry now.
Yeah, we shouldn't have talked about food so much, should we?
No, ooh. Brian and Mareki, a little bit of a bumpy bump. Ooh. Mr.
They had
Sir
that little
coming
tap.
in.
They had that little
Pushing
tap, and I thought Mareki was going, oh no!
Oh, Bob! Brian goes off. And S. Garcia, Omar gets past Anton while all that's going on.
Whoa.
Mr.
I'll
Sir
grab
did
that in the
almost
pit.
die. Which one are you getting?
The Anton. That looks.
Wow, look at that catch, Mr. Sir. Wow. Oof. Damn.
I don't think I think Anton let Omar through because I think Omar is quicker.
So he let
That
them
looked
have it.
that looked pretty coordinated.
Alrighty. Brooker there holding out P on P1. He's enjoying that, I guess.
I mean, at this point, if you're him, if you think you're getting your best pace that you can, just keep going.
Yeah.
No point not to.
I mean, if he's got clear air, sure.
And he's a half second off his best lap time, which I mean, not even really that bad if he was 20 minutes into the race. Obviously, fresh tires, he would be much quicker, but at this point, he's looking track position. Yeah, where would we be? 54. The last time we looked at him, he would have been tracking around P22, and right now he would be tracking around P20 with a stop. So he did gain by staying out like the extra 20-ish minutes since the last time I looked. So it's not working against him. So keep going.
Right.
Yeah, and we've done Mercer Denarte, Mercer not too far off. But no, now, yeah, Omar's gapped Anton a little bit. Now John Laz, I mean, he's back. He's right on the back of Anton now.
And
With Rados right off the back of him.
That's, yeah. I would not want that if I was him.
No. Yeah, I think that battle from that 3-car right there, and then right there from Arch down to Homer Wilson, P13, both of those. Those are kind of the battles we have. Everything else is just kind of got a couple smaller ones. You know, let's hop on here. I'll hop on with Wilson Fernandez and Guy Manperson. So they look like they're going at it.
A little raid from Noobs RS in the Twitch chat. Thank you.
Many people's favorite in the SRA community, Filipinos Mueller, has just provided a little scoring information. Basically, what Iris was asking about in the chat was to see if Omar and Anton could lock up the team championship tonight. Which, the way things are looking, if they finish P5 and P6, which they are P6 and P7 right now. So if they finish P5 and P6, they would potentially lock up the championship tonight. So I think that's what Iris was looking for. That's going to be a tough one since Omar is 5 seconds behind Renato for P5. So getting both of them up there in front of him would be difficult, but they're still going to be in a very good position for the team championship. Philip, thank you for that information. Appreciate that.
Yes, they will be P5 and 6. Brooker Craig has not picked yet.
Yep. Yes. Oh, even better point. So yes, thank you. So yes, that would, it seems like that with where the points are right now, that would end the team championship for the season. I completely forgot. Oh, he's in the pits now.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Brooker, for clearing that up for us. Tiago Donarte has now taken the fastest lap with a 122.86.
Wow, that's a really good lap. Mercer also did a 22 previously, so he must have had the fast lap before that. Doing 22's race pace is nuts.
I bet it was on the Marecki off. I bet it was the same lap because Mercer and Donarte have. Mercer's been on Donarte's tail for quite a while, half second.
Mercer did his earlier.
Oh, did
actually,
he?
But
wow.
Yeah,
Marecki
surprisingly enough.
Turn 1, it looks like shenanigans, and of course this camera on. It does look like that, Diego. The camera on this track at that turn just hits it at a weird angle, so that's what. Marecki, you're not supposed to do it twice in a row. You just can't really quite see it. It's sort of obnoxious.
Yeah, the camera angles in there leave a little something to be desired. Yeah, that does leave the status quo out front. Yi still in first with a 3.2, 3.3 now. I'm just not even going to try and quote anymore. It's yo-yoing. To Tiago Donarte, Jeremy Mercer is P3, Dornelis P4, Escorcia P5, Rishevich P6. And as we were talking about just a little bit ago, it looks like as things stand, that would leave Omar and Anton locking in the team championship for D1. Not saying that officially. I don't have that math in hand. But I think that is something that will be confirmed at some point after this race, if it does get going. Nope, Iris, we're all in on the jinxing business. That's all we have right now.
I don't have any real wood in my immediate vicinity, so you don't want me knocking on it.
I do, but I'm not knocking on it. I'm just kind of lightly touching it. I'll knock on it. I don't dislike Anton that much. No, even if they didn't lock it up tonight, they would have to do very little next race, but you obviously don't want to leave it to that.
No.
You want to lock that in as quick as you can.
Oh, yes, Bosley, you're so new here.
Yeah, good joke.
I know, right? The wall himself.
Well, I mean, Fastly being here will entertain Diego at least for like the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, oh, Gomer Wilson making a move on Peter.
Oh,
Coming into here. Is it going to stick?
he's got it. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, nice move. Yeah, that's the beauty of turn 2 is if you can. Oh, they're not done.
They are not done with each other.
Now they're done. I can't blame Gomer for trying to hang on to that there. That was a great fight.
I feel like whenever Fosley comes into the chat, we need a little clip of that Pink Floyd song. Another brick in the wall. I'm wondering when Jeremy Mercer's going to get a shot at trying to take a bite out of Denarte here. He's gotten a little close. Too tense.
Yeah, I mean, I just have to wonder in general.
Hey, they're not done with each other. I'm sorry. Look at this.
No.
And
Get
Mr.
it, boys.
Sir is in there.
Get it, boys.
Oh, he's just waiting for a mistake. Oh.
He found one. He found one very quickly.
Yeah.
Wow. No, Mr. Sir is never one you have to make ask twice for a move. He will get it done first time every time if he can. Fazley, right now is just kind of in general for everyone. We're not looking for anyone in particular. Just in general. We're just putting it out into the world.
I think we're actually trying to anti-target, but it's backfiring a little.
Yeah, I would say for the championship's sake, we just kind of want everyone to finish at this point. Wait.
Sorry.
No, we had a move
Denarte and
for a
Mercer,
second.
and I see like some arrows going up and down, and it looks like Mercer might have tried to take a bite out of Denarte.
They absolutely did. I have that in Pip. Jeremy at worst got a nose in front.
8 minutes
Wow.
left.
He had. Wow. No, he was fully in front for a second. I don't know if he broke too deep into the last corner or what happened, but he had gotten in front going into turn 9. Or maybe he just carried too much.
Yeah, it looks like he's backed off a little bit now. Maybe scared himself if he got a little too greedy. Purple lap is a 122.860, currently being held by Thiago Denarte in front of Jeremy that we're watching. Yeah, I mean, somebody, the hostology here making a note, arced in P9 after that earlier incident. He stuck it out, and he's the head of the silver division.
Yeah, I mean, that incident cost him, I think, 5 or 6 positions, but he's, again, held on. I think he was not that far off Ryan Yee when that incident happened. So I fully believe he could have finished top 3 in this race, overall podium. But a lot could have happened between then, especially with there were so many pit stops after that. But at best, he could have finished top 3. But hopefully, now I'm knocking on wood, Iris.
Now he'll knock on wood for Art.
No, I'll do, and I'll go to the mat for Arc right now.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad when we were trying to we were trying to get him to interview last week, and he was just like, "You're not looking for me." And we're just like, "Yeah, we are." And he was like, "No." And then we found out what happened.
That was awful.
I felt so bad.
I know. I did too.
It wasn't your fault.
I
It wasn't
know,
your
but still, it was just,
It was gut wrenching when we found out.
yeah, it was so close to the finish of that race. I just figured he, jumped out of the server.
Yeah, I thought he just left the server early, right after it ended, or right after he finished the finish line or crossed the finish line. Yeah, ugh. For those that don't know, if you have joined late, R2 is our current silver championship leader. Had an unfortunate disconnect on the last lap of the race, and we don't mean just the last lap. We mean like the last 20 seconds of the race. It was brutal.
And 20 seconds is being really generous. I think it may have been less than that. Even, it was like...
Yeah, it was tough. Fazley, that was James Riley that blew up his engine at Zandvoort. And then, yeah, came back and almost won. But yeah, Vicini, it was his teammate. Shout out to Grid Thieves, if any of them are watching. I'm sure they're not. We still got some hanging around, but not too many. No, yeah, Jeremy there. I feel like Jeremy. He got it down to 0.2 so many times. I saw it, but this track, it's so hard to overtake on. Just even 2/10 isn't close enough to overtake. It's just kind of nuts.
And Denarte is so fast too, so it's...
Yeah. Yeah, when you have this quality of driver with a track this hard, with a track that is this hard to overtake on, it's...
Rooker on Queso. Coming into turn 2.
Well, that's those fresh tires coming into play.
Yep.
So I didn't clock where Brooker came out, but I estimated around P20. Now he's up to 18th. So, I mean, he's on the move. Oh, 17th now. Yes, it hasn't updated yet. So, yeah, he's moving on up. So, a huge overcut plus at least an overtake. Maybe a second overtake.
Look at this, man.
Oh, that was okay. That was blue flag.
Okay.
I was about to say, I was like, he passed him like he was walking by him. Yeah, because they lifted.
Because they were. Yeah.
That's kind of like the thing where I would love to see, and I know you can probably find it online, and I should probably just Google it, to see like exactly what like people calling, I don't want to say actual races, in real life races, like the data they have in front of them and the angles and stuff that they get to see. I would love to see that, as compared to us with one angle and one timing sheet. Oh, Brooker!
Look at this.
Man, he's on the warpath. What a move!
That's shoving Flamdra out of the way. Look at that.
Oh, man. I'm glad we were on board for that. That was a fantastic move.
That was, man, Brooker having a great time.
No, I feel like he came back just for this one race because he knew he would be fast and have fun, and he's just not going to race again next week. I hope he comes back next week because he's a fantastic driver and we'd love to see him. But yeah, no, what a race he's having tonight.
Wait, I'm going to hop up to Rados here. Ooh, making a move on John Laz. In turn 1, setting up for that. Whoops, I did not want to use the heli cam because look how dark it is. It stinks.
Well, it looks so much better.
Drive.
There we go.
Yeah, another bonnet drive. But now, and now he's lost his. Whoop. Like a rubber band. Brooker is now looking to chew Colin Dunham up at the same spot, setting up turn 1. coming and take the inside line of turn 2. Colin's just like, fine. Take it. I'm not fighting with you. I want to finish this.
It's unbelievable.
It is, but I don't think he's going to make the 5 seconds to get to Malfett ahead of him. So
No, I don't think so either, but
his rampage is now over.
the fact that he had put in a 23-1, that speaks enough for his pace. His last lap was 23-8, but considering the cars around, he is so much faster. Unbelievable. Good for him. Love to see him having a great race.
Yeah, liking the bonnet camera for this race, and it's so dark, and this gives a nice, most lit up view. Yeah.
Well, that, and I mean, again, just like you said on this track, it's like a roller coaster. I mean, parts of it are like a roller coaster, you know. Basically, the back half sector 2 and all sector 3, beginning of sector 1.
Most
it
of
is
sector 1, not even the whole track is like a roller coaster.
It basically everything except for the most of sector 1 and a good part of sector 2. Everything else.
I like turn 1.
It starts
down
right
into
here.
turn 2. It's like a roller coaster, and then you got the up part. You know, you get turn 3's that fast left. Then you got the up part after turn 4. Just, you know, roller coasters have their ups and downs and their twists, their turns.
You know what? I think it's almost like a roller coaster that has a loop right at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then it kind of chills for a little bit, and then you get some rockies and some rollies, and then just right here it hits again.
And hard.
Yeah. I love a theme park.
Is this? Yes,
And when
it
I
is
say
the
theme
last
park,
lap.
I
As
love a
Ryan
roller
Yee
coaster.
comes over the finish line.
It's the last lap I have.
Narte with Mercer right behind him.
I would have kept talking about this race for another 2
I know.
hours. Just not even
Omar.
paid attention to the time.
P5. Let me take a look at forget that.
Unbelievable. Good for
Yeah.
them.
Gomer Wilson, wishing he had another lap or 2 to get past Mr. Sir if you could. I think Anton and Omar did. Looks like they came in P5, P6.
Mm-hmm. They
Quick.
did.
Coming across, I don't know, P15, I guess, here. Changes so much as people hop on and off. My
Yeah.
mic is, well, that's all right. People would rather hear Adam anyway.
That's not true even a little bit. That also probably has to do with how I'm moving and where I'm looking and talking. So
yeah.
normally I have it parked like right in the middle of my 2 monitors, but if I'm looking too far left or right, then I'm maybe not hitting it. So when I'm peaking, I'm maybe peaking too hard. Unbelievable race.
It is. Also, I realize that I do often the same thing. Like I'll start looking over here at race control.
Yep.
And then like my face is away from it, so it's probably that.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things where I try to not like move the mic around with me because it kind of squeaks a little bit and no one wants to hear that. So just like I try to keep it static and try to just like move my head around it, but sometimes you just can't. As our drivers fill up into our race chats for their post-race talks, I'm going to take a quick like 20-second break and then I'll be right back. I would say grab Ryan, and then I believe I pray Ark took the silver win. Oh my god.
I'm gonna double check Art. So I'll figure it out. I'll get started. Don't you worry. Just hop in when you're ready.
Grab Ryan first if we can, because we know he won the race. But I'll be back.
I have all of them, so I'll try to grab I like to grab P3 down. We gotta save the best for last.
Oh yeah. I'll be back in 20 seconds.
No problem. You go at it. Let's see. Who can we find? That's going to be the biggest. So, put Diego in chat. I will one of these days. You watch. Mercer. Hold Hello, Jeremy, and congratulations on P3.
Thank you.
That looked like a pretty intense finish to that race.
Yeah, I was putting pressure on Dinarte towards the end, but it was, hard work just to keep up. I may have had a little bit of more pace than him, but like you need something magical to make a pass off here unless they make a big mistake. So
Awesome. But so give us a rundown of your race overall. How was it? Do you like the darkness?
the darkness. It was very good for me. I was able to get one spot on the start right off the bat. And then the top four of us were just kind of cruising together. It seemed like Dornelis was setting the pace. And we were all able to hold with it, so it was pretty tight. I'm sure you saw it got really hectic when Dornelis went off, and then Dornelis and Yi were side by side, and then it ended up being me side by side with Yi, I think, for one point, or maybe it was Dinarte.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were 2x2 for a bit there.
Yes.
I would have tried harder to pass, but there was another car right in front of me, and braking late for that could be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that moment was a bit crazy because, like I said, Dornelis had gone wide, came on, him and Ryan were side by side, but then Dinarte snuck through, got Ryan, and then almost got Dornelis. So I think you were side by side with Ryan. But no, that whole section was just a bit of a mess. And then somehow Dornelis came out in front.
Yeah, we made it through. Like, I had so much overspeed on them. It's like I could have attempted something, but it just felt like there'd be an accident. So
Yeah.
it's like I killed some speed and looked to see if there was still something, but then it wasn't really there. So
Yeah. So I missed Stephanie's question because I had to step away for a second. But were you caught off guard by Ryan pitting as early as he did?
kind of. I was myself trying wanting to get an undercut, and when he did that, I was like, oh well, that kills my plan. I was kind of in two minds though, because I knew both Arct and Anton had pit extremely early. And due to our kerfuffle, I thought it was likely they would be in front of us, or at least one of them would be. And I wanted to make sure that once I pit, I had enough tire delta that I could probably get around them. And so that was like in two minds. I wanted to undercut the people in front, but I also wanted to have enough tire to be able to pass whoever might have undercut me.
Yeah, and then I think Arct I think he either did undercut you or had been close to, but then he had an incident. He got
Yeah, he was ahead of me. He was ahead of me on my pit exit, and then when Dinarte came out, they had a collision, and I was able to get by Arct there. So yeah, I guess I suspect that I might get promoted one position due to that incident, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we didn't have the best angle on it, so we couldn't really apportion blame. But I mean, it looked like the following car was at fault, but we didn't have a good look on it.
Yeah. It's also why I was maybe a little less intent on doing something risky to pass Dinarte. So
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Sorry.
yeah, but otherwise it was a good race for pace. And yeah, was able to get fairly comfortable to be consistent and not feel at risk of dying, which is important here.
Yep. Sorry, Stephanie, you were gonna say something?
Nope, that's okay. I was just apologizing for handing that over as you came in here.
No,
as I
not
round
at
up our
all.
other folks. But,
No, not even
I
a
was
little bit.
listening. That was a
No,
very
you're good.
awesome race, and yeah, very exciting for
Yeah.
us in the booth.
Yeah. Do you have thoughts for next week?
Misano, right?
Misano. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't driven this car there yet. I like Misano. I'm a little worried that this car will be a death trap in the fast right-handers, but we'll have to find out.
Well,
That
that'll be
thing, yeah.
something for us to look forward to seeing how you can figure that out. Any shout outs? Anyone you want to say thanks to?
I mean, I guess I've been here a number of times, so it's kind of the normal things at this point. Teammates keep company into the race.
Let's go.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, congratulations again. And we will shoot you back down to the chat, and good luck next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to grab Mr. Art.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Congratulations, Mr. Art.
Yeah.
Hello.
We
How
are
you
so
doing?
happy for you.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I'm still upset, but
Yeah.
because I think it was Pichu virtually.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I probably had the pace or the skill to keep all those boys behind, but probably P4, P5 was on the table, but
Mhm.
it's still a top 10. So
Yeah, you could have had
take it.
a
I didn't disconnect this time, so I'll take it.
yeah, we were so happy that you didn't disconnect, but yeah, you could have potentially I think maybe not pace wise, but you could have potentially had a top 3, if not, a top 5 at worst, maybe. So
Yeah,
you had
top five,
another
top five
fantastic
overall,
race.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, just I cut you. I was saying that probably top 5 more than top 3.
Yeah, top 3 would have been tough considering those guys, but yeah, you could have had a good shot. So, do you have thoughts on that incident? We didn't have a great look on it, but it did look like you just got rear-ended.
Yeah, it was probably he tried to scare me. That's what he said, but he was on
Mhm.
cold tires, so probably the braking wasn't the same as he
Yeah.
was used, and he just missed it. And yeah, shit happens, so it's all good.
Yeah, I'm so glad though that you were able to recover it with a really good finishing position. Last week you deserved so much more than you got, and I think tonight you deserve more than you got as well. But
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
you did recover it very well.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work as you want or as it is going, but in the end, it's racing. It's part of racing, so
Mhm.
going step by step and try to bring the championship home.
Yeah,
so
but
one more week.
yeah, one more week, but you have 2 weeks in a row, or 2 races in a row at least, where you qualified on silver pole, but not just on silver pole, but you qualified top 10 up with the gold drivers. So, are you looking forward to your promotion or your likely promotion to gold next season? Or
As I said, step by step. There is still one race. It's a tough track, Misano. So just let's work on it. And the first thing I want is bring the championship, and then if I get promoted, so let's take it as well.
of course. Yeah, Stephanie, any questions you have for Art?
Well, would you like to give a shout out or thanks to anyone while you're up here?
Probably to myself for all the grinding I'm doing to stay where I am at this point. So as I said, one more week, one more grinding week, try to still be up there and just bringing home.
Awesome. Well, we're so happy to finally get you in the booth where we both feel like you deserve to have been in here.
Thank you.
So lovely to hear your voice. And, aside from all the things that happened to you, it was a great race otherwise. And, you still managed to win the silver. So
yeah, it
kudos.
is still a win silver. So yeah.
Awesome.
Good
and
stuff.
Good luck next week at Misano. It's tough, but I happen to love that track. So I have faith in you. You'll do good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for streaming as well.
Oh, our pleasure.
You're welcome. Yeah. Congratulations again, Ark. We'll shoot you back down onto the race to chat, and good luck next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
All right. So I did not hear back from Denarte, so we're gonna grab Brian. I believe that Denarte's like hour ahead of the East Coast.
Yeah, he lives in Brazil, and most of the country is an hour ahead of us. So I think he probably finishes and just goes straight to bed.
Yeah, I think so. So every once in a blue moon, I can get him in for an interview, and this is not one of those blue moons.
No, don't blame him.
All right, so let me grab Mr. Yee.
Did you mean Mr. Wee?
I did mean Mr. Wee.
Wee. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think the first question is, were you planning on pitting that earlier, or was that just kind of on the fly call?
I was kind of on the fly. I was actually thinking about pitting even earlier than that, because just looking at the lap times while we were bunched up, we were down like maybe half a second on what I was expecting to see. Mm-hmm. So I kind of knew I had to make a move before everyone else, but it was just a matter of whether or not I'd end up running into other people that haven't pitted.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily in the carnage, one of the people in my voice chat told me there's a lot of space, so I was fairly confident in pitting early.
Yeah, we did have a couple early pitters. Anton pitted early, and someone else, an Arct, pitted very early. And I think you barely came out in front of Arct.
Yeah, like 0.7, I think, after turn 2 it was.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Were you, obviously, I think you were a little put out when Dornelis in front had gone off and rejoined. Do you think you could have done more there? Was that just kind of, you just got boxed out in that incident, and, and then Denarte took advantage of that? Thoughts on that? Maybe you could have done anything else, or do you think that was just kind of the lot you were given?
I think I was playing it safe.
Yeah, that's kind of,
I might get one spot. I might also DNF, right? So let's kind of back off. Hopefully things go my way, and they didn't, unfortunately, but that's fine, right? That's just racing. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that was my thought, as you were thinking long term on that, which obviously makes a lot of sense because it's such a close championship with you and Andrew coming into the week. No, but obviously, I mean, your undercut was huge, and just talking to Jeremy, I mean, you caught him very much off guard. He was thinking undercut, but he wasn't even thinking that early. So no, what you did was great. Then obviously after you pitted, you had great pace, and then everyone after that, I mean, it wasn't even close. I'm sure you probably were tracking that. So I don't think I don't know if it's been updated yet with the championship standings. Let me check that right now. It has not. We know that you gained on everyone, obviously, because you won. How do you feel about Misano and the Mercedes? Do you feel comfortable? You familiar with it? Nope, I don't like that giggle.
Yeah, Misano is not really one of my favorite tracks, but it's been in every team series I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Merc is supposed to be pretty strong there, so the ballast is going to be around 20. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can make it work. Yeah, just for Brands as well. Brands is typically not one of my strong tracks, so I ended up putting in a lot of laps. Looking at SRA Insights, I put in around 550 for just the Mercedes alone.
Oh, wow. I think my favorite part was when I was checking the hot lap leaderboard, was you were number 2 on the leaderboard, but it was in the Honda. I was like, well,
yeah, I gotta make sure the car's not too fast,
Yeah, doing some bop work.
Bop testing. Yeah. So with including all the bop testing, I think I'm over or close to 700 laps.
Wow.
For Brands.
Well, it paid off.
I needed to put in the work to make sure I could still have a good chance.
Wow. Well, I don't have any more questions. Stephanie, do you have anything for Ryan?
No, I'm just bowled over by the number of laps this man did. And I'm like, how the hell do you find the time for that? Like, wow.
I'm unemployed.
Oh, okay. Technically, I guess
I think in my I think in my season 8 campaign, I only did 6 races, but I clocked close to 2,000 laps in the Mercedes. It's either 2,000 or like more. I don't remember where the rest of the laps came from. But yeah, I'm putting in a lot of work. It's not natural. It's not a natural talent.
Well, I mean, not fully, but it's
come on now. So we've been watching you race for a long time now. You winning is no surprise.
Lots of laps before you even knew who I was.
I'm sure. I haven't. I'm sure. But they're paying off, and it goes to just see, kids. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Bingo.
Although I'm sure that Mr. Yi is quite talented. But anyway, you've said about Misano. Anyone you want to give a shout out to or thanks while you're up here?
Shout out to everyone in Madhouse as always. Good voice cons going on today. I don't know. Shout out to Dan for helping me with Bob testing.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out to you guys for putting on the show.
Well, thank you very much. And I would like to apologize for interrupting you twice when you were answering a question that I asked you, which is incredibly rude of me. It's a problem in my life, and I'm trying to be better.
A little bit of patience goes a long way sometimes.
Yeah, it really does. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations, and good luck next week, Ryan.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you,
You too.
as well.
Good night. All right. Now, that about wraps it up. As we have mentioned on more than one occasion this evening, our last race of the season will be next week at Misano, a track that is loved and disliked. I won't say hated, as a couple people have said, not my favorite, but I don't know. I think most of us like it. What do you think?
I love it. It's going to be fun. It's, again, I think it again, this is a track. It's almost, a lot of times it's a track's limit track. But with our amazing drivers in our division and every division as well, hopefully it's not a concern. But yeah, the problem with this track, and the thing that throws a lot of people off, is you have to learn how to game the track limits to cut in the right places to game the most amount of time. So that's key. But I think with, our top, I mean, just saying our top 4, but even everyone in the division is so great. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some surprises at the top, but as far as our championship contenders go, I really have no idea what to expect. So I'm very excited for next week. So I hope you are as well, and I hope Jeff is as well, even though he is. Let's see. Oh, let's check in. I have the game up on my TV. Jeff is rooting for Missouri against Notre Dame, and Missouri is up by 1 with 2.5 minutes left. So he's having a blast, I'm sure.
I'm sure. So Jeff had better be here next week, or we're going to get the tar and feathers out.
Yes, we are. And I live close enough to him where I can figure out how to do that. So
awesome. We've got him. Did I get Anton's asking me so anyway, next week, same time, same place, we will be at Misano here with D1. Now, wait, what?
Oh, no, never mind. You're going to say what I was going to say.
Okay, then. So as we usually say every week, we'll remind you that tomorrow night at the same time here, you will see D2, and also over on YouTube, we will have D4, and Divisions 3 and 5 have also raced this evening in this dark, spooky Brands Hatch. So feel free to watch the replay. I'm sure it was very exciting and great racing on those divisions also, as it almost always is. So look forward to seeing you all next week.
Oh, we have championship standings updated. Obviously, this does not count any potential penalties. Ryan Yee in P1 with 594. Andrew Rados 44 points behind at 550. Thiago Denarte, 47 points behind Ryan Yee at 547. Renato Dornelis at 543. Jerry Mercer at 519. Anton Rushevich at 506. And those are our championship contenders. Our top
Awesome.
6. So Ryan Yee, Andrew Rados, Thiago Denarte, Renato Dornelis, Jerry Mercer, and Anton Rushevich.
Fantastic. So now that those are updated, sounds like we'll go over them again next week. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's getting late.
That is, yeah, it's also pending penalties, so that it's not necessarily going to stay the same. We're expecting one penalty in that top 6, so things will change a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be an exciting end of the season.
It will. So again, thank you all for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a great week.
See you, everyone.